In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to find the hottest zip codes for wholesaling real estate in your market. Now, the thought process behind this is basically locating where absentee owners are purchasing the most properties in a set amount of time, basically looking for where the most inventory is being bought and sold. Now, there's a couple different ways to do this, but I'm going to show you how to do it in ListSource for free. You do have to create a free account. Once you've done that and logged in, your screen will look just like this, and you're simply going to click on Create Your Own. And for the sake of this demo, I'm going to do Indianapolis, Indiana, because that's, well, where most of my real estate's at. So we're going to click Select Criteria. We're going to go City, and then we've got to pick our state from the drop down here. And then it will pull up all of the different cities in the market. And looking for Indianapolis. Perfect. So we're going to click on it, and then we're going to click Add. We'll add it to there. You can see it updates the count here of there's 271,000 properties in Indianapolis. Now, let's say for the sake of conversation that I'm strictly looking for people who've bought and sold single families, duplexes, triplexes, and quads, or whatever your particular asset class is. We're going to come down here. We're going to click on the Property tab. Make sure we show that again. So from Geography, we're going to click on Property to pull up this drop down, and we're going to scroll down to Property Type. Then we're going to go to Detailed Property Type. The reason why we do that, if you just used property type and went with something like SFR, that could potentially include condos or even land that's zoned that way with nothing built on it, which isn't really what we're looking for. So we're going to go detailed, and we're going to do duplex, quad, SFR, and triplex. Now, I've seen this done by some folks where they'll go into equity info, equity percentage, and add like 35 to 100% is normally what I do when I'm pulling marketing lists. But in this instance, we don't necessarily care if an absentee owner that purchased a property is leveraged to the gills or not. Again, they could have bought that deal from you, right? So I'm really not going to throw an equity filter in on this. We do, however, want to pull a last market sale date. Reason being, this goes back to all time, and let's say we're looking for just the past 6 months, which is normally what I would look at, is either a 3 to 6 month snapshot. Now we're going to click Add. If you don't click Add, you'll notice these numbers haven't adjusted, and it hasn't added that length of ownership. Really easy mistake. So make sure you click Add. You can see there's 7,768 properties purchased in the last 6 months. Now we're going to go over here to the Options tab, and we're going to click Absentee Owned. All we really care about is, are these properties owned by somebody who's not an owner occupant or not? So we've got 1,343 properties. What we're going to click next is Purchase List. Oh, excuse me, actually. I'm going to click Refine Search. I thought that looked a little low. So you want to make sure you're not excluding corporate-owned properties. Just because the property was bought by an LLC, if anything, as a wholesaler, that's a good indication. So we're going to throw no preference on there. There we go. That'll bump that up quite a bit. We're going to then click Purchase List. And don't worry, we're not actually buying it. You're going to get the data you want without having to pay for anything. And we're going to go to Purchase a partial list, and we're going to do Custom Selection, and we're going to do Zip Code. Now we're simply going to start here at the bottom, click and drag up to the top, and hold Control and hit C at the same time to copy. And then I have a Google Sheet pulled up here that we're going to just paste the data in. So we can really delete these because, well, they don't really mean anything for what we're doing. And these are what we're left with. Now I'm simply going to click this little drop down. We're going to sort A to Z. and that'll give us these zip codes with the hottest wholesale action going on at the bottom, leading up to the ones at the top where there's not a ton of transactions being done. So why this is important, if you're a new wholesaler, and let's say you live in 46290, and that's where you want to market to, and you're going to spend $2,000 on direct mail, whatever it is, wouldn't you rather spend that budget somewhere where it looks a little bit more likely for you to be able to get deals done? So what I normally recommend when somebody is just starting out, you don't have to particularly like this part of town or that particular neighborhood or what have you, because you're not looking to flip, you're not looking for buy and hold, you're strictly looking to source deals for other investors. And well, this is where most of the deals are getting done. So normally what I would do is take the top 3 to 5 and then purchase a list of properties based off of those zip codes. I've got several videos on the channel of different niche lists, everything from inherited to vacant to absentee, seniors, you name it. I've probably got a tutorial on it. So be sure to like and subscribe to this video and head back to the channel. Now that you know where you're wanting to market to, let's get some good niche lists pulled so you're standing out from your competition a little bit. Thanks. Talk to you next time.